Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 2 of my 31 favorite hard rock and heavy metal albums of the 80s. That's right, we are down to the final 2. Kudos to all of you who have kind of predicted my top 2. I've been watching that in the comments. You may not all have the order correct, but some of you have the top 2. You've been kind of watching. You guys know me pretty well. You know all of my favorite albums and things like that. But number 2 is the 9th album from this band, released April 18th, 1980, recorded at Criteria Studios in Miami, Florida, as well as Ferber Studios in Paris, France, produced by Martin Birch for Vertigo Records, Warner Records here in the States. The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's heaven and hell. The comeback album from Black Sabbath, right? Comeback meaning Ozzy left the band after Never Say Die, not a very well received or big selling album, all sorts of drug abuse in the band, lots of problems. Ozzy's gone. In fresh from Rainbow is Ronnie James Dio to join Bill Ward, Geezer Butler, and Tony Iommi. Of course, Bill doesn't hang around for all that long, right? Bill's going through a lot of stuff right around this time, but he does record the album. And what a great album, right? Martin Birch, of course, producing the band for the first time. He would also work with them on Mob Rules. Of course, Martin familiar with Ronnie because they worked together in Rainbow. And just a fantastic, fantastic album with some just legendary, legendary songs. Yes, sure the guys in the band that would stand the test of time all these years later. Of course, starts off with the great Neon Nights. As soon as you hear Neon Nights, when this album first came out, I'm sure a lot of people disappointed Ozzy no longer in the band. It's like Dio, either who is this Dio guy, or the guy from Rainbow? That's kind of a weird fit. As soon as you hear Neon Nights, you know that this is a different Black Sabbath. This is not the slow, plodding, doomy, stonery Black Sabbath of old. This is Black Sabbath moving into the 80s. This is Black Sabbath embracing what's going on with the new wave of heavy metal and really sounding like a supercharged metal band. I mean, Neon Nights, so different. You got the soaring vocals of Ronnie James Dio. The lyrics are quite different as well. Ronnie's writing the songs, right? Geezer's not really doing the lyric writing at this point anymore. Neon Nights, killer. Children of the Sea, again, different acoustic guitars, melodic, epic, awesome song. Lady Evil, big bass lines, right? Crunchy, heavy stuff. And then, of course, the majestic, epic title track, Heaven and Hell. One of the great heavy metal songs of the 80s right there. Heaven and Hell is just absolutely terrific. Over on side 2, you've got Wishing Well. I like Wishing Well. It's not one of my favorites on the album, but it's definitely really good. Die Young, of course, is one of the greats on this album. Man, fast-paced, dark and heavy. Killer chorus, killer vocal from Ronnie. Excellent. Walk Away, more groovy metal right there. Again, for me, my 2 least favorite songs on the album are Wishing Well and Walk Away, but they're still really, really good. And then, of course, Lonely Is the Word, which kind of like the last track of Mob Rules as well, kind of slow, bluesy, somber, great vocal from Ronnie, and then just terrific guitar soloing from Tony Iommi from the midway point all the way taking it on through. Just excellent, excellent stuff. Great, great album. Production's kind of interesting. Production is very different from Mob Rules. You got Martin Birch. It's kind of like the same thing with the Blue Oyster Cult situation where he produced both Cultosaurus, Erectus, and Fire of Unknown Origin. You listen to both of those albums and the productions are very, very different from each other. It's the same thing with this album and with Mob Rules. This album is very kind of dry, very kind of stark production. It's not a rich production, but very kind of, it's like compact. Dry is I always use the term dry with this production because that's just kind of how it sounds. It's a good sounding album, but it doesn't like breathe like Mob Rules does. But it's still, the songs are just absolutely amazing. So I find that I think the production of Mob Rules for Sabbath is a little bit more true to what the band are all about than this album. But again, the majesty of this album just cannot be denied. I would have liked a similar production from Mob Rules on this album, and I think this would even be more the classic than it already is. But as it is, it's my number 2 for the 80s, right? Let's take a look at some charting information here. So we've got In Canada, this made it to number 23. In Germany, number 37. Japan, number 60. New Zealand, number 44. In Norway, 22. Sweden, 25. In the UK, number 9. And on the US Billboard charts, number 28. The reissue in 2020 made it to number 47 in Poland. And also in number 39 in Finland. Certifications, this went gold in Canada, 50,000 units sold. UK gold, 100,000 units sold. And the United States, this is a platinum seller, 1 million plus. Again, could be more as of this time. I don't really know. Don't know the last time they certified this album, so who knows? Probably more than that, I would think. So, but yeah, that is my pick for today. Heaven and Hell from the mighty Black Sabbath comes in at number 2. You think you have an idea what my number 1's going to be? Like I said, if you know me, you've been following me for a while, you probably know. But stay tuned tomorrow anyway, in case you don't know. And all will be revealed. And then on Thursday, we move on. June 1st, we're moving on to my favorite 30 prog rock albums of the 70s, starting with number 30. And I will be marching my way to number 1 throughout the month of June each and every day. So get your list ready. A lot of great prog rock albums released in the 70s. Of course, the 70s was the big decade for prog. So get your picks out. Get ready. We're counting them down. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also get the links below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thanks in advance for all that. And please do hit the like button before you leave. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon here on Sea of Tranquility. Tune in tonight for In the Prog Seat, the Latin Rock Primer. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.